Okay, hey, hello everybody. Happy Thursday. I got some awesome music going here. So this may seem like it's coming a little bit out of left field, but as I was talking about yesterday, 'tis the season for spooky, scary, Halloween-themed games, and yeah, I thought I'd get in on the fun and try sort of branch out of my wheelhouse a little bit and try some different things. So one of the first ones I'm going to try here is Vampyr from Don't Nod, and the makers of games like Tell Me Why and the game whose name is escaping me at the moment. Life is Strange, my goodness, yes. Yes, so this game came out in June 2018, and I think it was generally well liked, especially by players. Maybe not as much critically, but I think it still has a pretty good. It's got a 70% score on Metacritic. Yeah, and you are a vampire in England in 1918, or you are turned into a vampire, I should say. And it seems like the premise is sort of walking that line between the oaths you've taken, the Hippocratic oaths you've taken as a doctor, and your sort of need to feed on innocent civilians. And so I've heard you can play this game without actually killing anyone, but that it's difficult because that effectively keeps you from leveling up, because that's the way you get experience. So I'm gonna see if I can do a non-violent playthrough, I should say. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I have never played this game, so this is a blind play. Don't play too many zombie vampire games to begin with, so that some of this is new territory for me. So yeah, come along for the ride. Glad to have you guys here. Thanks for joining me. Alright, let's get right into it. Warning, even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theatrical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of the recipes shown in this video game. And no rats were harmed during the making of this game. Uh-oh, what do they do to the rats? Is that what the vampires feed on when they need a snack? Alright, here we go, pressing options. In Vampyr, every action you take can have consequences. This game uses an autosave system, so no saves coming, I guess. Whenever this symbol is displayed on your screen, an autosave is in progress. Please do not close the game when this icon is displayed. Take responsibility for your actions. That's a good message, just in general, even if you're not a vampire. Ooh, getting some serious Bloodborne vibes there. Gothic look. Okay, Vampyr. Here we go. Yeah, I grabbed a couple of things from the PSN Halloween sale as well. This game is I think a PS Plus game for October, so if you've got a PS Plus subscription, you can get it for free, which is what I did. Yeah, I picked up, let's see, an Ark the Lad game from this sale, which has, I believe is in there because it has, I think Twilight of Spirits, yeah, I guess because it has, you know, a very supernatural sort of demon storyline. And then let's look at the options here. And then as well as, and that I think was a PS2 game that's been remastered for PS4, as well as another, I want to say PS2 game called Okage Shadow King, which I think in Japanese is Bokuto Mao, which means basically the Demon King and me. Yeah, so I thought we could check those out. I also downloaded Until Dawn, which I believe was a PS Plus game a while ago. I have seen playthroughs of that game, and have always been curious about trying it for myself, so that's probably on the docket too. So let me know if you're interested in seeing any of those, and yeah, this should be fun. We'll see how the spooky gaming goes. Alright, let's check out how's the brightness here? That looks pretty good. I'll leave the HUD on for now. Maybe turn up one notch. looks a little, yeah, okay, that looks a little better on the stream. Audio. I always turn down music and sound effects. Leave the voices high. Okay, we don't need... Yep, that's good. Don't need inverted controls. Language and subtitles. Subtitle size, medium. That's good. Name of speaker. Yeah, let's turn that on so we can keep things straight. Alrighty. Let's go. New game. Story mode. Play Vampyr with low challenge. This will cut an important part of the experience, but will allow you to enjoy the story and explore with little danger. Combat is very easy. There's no reward for finishing this mode without killing any citizens. Yeah, I guess that'd be too easy. Normal mode. Play the original Vampyr experience. Character progression is faster if you kill citizens. Combat difficulty is linked to the number of citizens you kill. So that makes it sound like you are going to have a rougher time of it if you don't kill anybody. Hard mode. Play Vampyr in a more challenging way. Your power as a vampire is tied to the citizens you choose to embrace. Enemies are harder to kill and hit harder. Experience points rewarded by killing enemies in combat are reduced. Alright. So, while that sounds interesting for our first playthrough, we'll just go with the normal mode. The more lives you take, the easier the game will be. Alright, so we're sort of setting ourselves up for a challenge here. If we decide to try not to kill anybody. That seems more realistic in a way, like he would, do his darndest not to take any lives.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner.
Look out, rats, you're in danger.
Prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call
That's
to
one way of
arms?
looking at it.
What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending?
Not a glass half full kind of guy. I take it.
Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
At least you still got your hair. Sorry, that was my pup. The barking. I don't even want to think about what the smells like, or feels like, or sounds like. I'm getting very Sherlock Holmes movie adaptation vibes from the soundtrack, which is a good thing. I love that soundtrack. At least for the first movie. Ooh, dear. We are not in good shape. I'm just shambling along here. Hearing voices. It's a lot of blood if it's blood.
Thirsty. So thirsty.
We're not gonna like automatically suck her blood, are we, if we talk to her? Who is this? His wife? His sister? Wait a second. I pushed X to talk, not suck blood. Brother.
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no. Mary! Hold on. Please, hold on. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No.
Uh-oh.
This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain!
Well, this could end quickly. So could I have walked by her?
These patrols are after me.
Oh yeah, you did just suck somebody's blood. Alright, hold on. I want to see... I'm curious if we can not engage with that and still... Oops. Okay, hopefully I can skip this cutscene in the beginning so we don't have to go through that again.
"12 dreams for the Red Queen under a crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing.
Okay, well,
the
according
flesh
to the
of
internet,
sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned.
you're forced to do that,
Song.
so...
'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's
Okay, so apparently it's unavoidable, so we're just gonna reload that first save. Where we're on the run. Well, geez, so much for not killing anybody. You gotta kill your sister, of all people. Just but a newborn. Merchant's prices. Ooh, the apostrophe in the wrong place there. I can't turn off my grammar compulsion. That's probably one of the trickiest punctuation rules there is where to put the apostrophe. Don't even get me started on commas. It's like a free-for-all nowadays. It's so confusing. Yeah.
After me.
Sometimes it's very hard to... Oh,
Don't shoot.
can I run? Or just slowly jog my way out of here? Nope, not going this way. I don't... What's this? Oh, I can... Whoops. Those don't sound like gunshots. It's like... Whoop.
This is a nightmare.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't think I can run, I just jog. I guess he's still recovering.
This can't be happening.
I'm so tempted to try and climb on things, but I don't think...
No, please, stop! I mean you no harm.
I'm not going through there. The gunshots sound very odd. Sounds like they're just hitting him with like a slingshot, like a pebble.
What's going on?
You tell me, Jonathan. Oh, we're auto-saving.
Oh, Mary. What have I done?
Yeah, good question.
What's all this about?
Used machete. Does that mean I used the machete, or that it's a used machete we just picked up? Press square to perform a melee attack.
Now, I
By
can
barrels
defend myself.
against evil barrels. Well, that's not very nice. I'm not a thing.
Who are you? Stay back!
Can I just run past him? I'm confused. Is the trophy, I wonder if that's for, or not even a trophy, but if you get an ending, is it not killing anyone, period, or just not sucking blood? Or not killing people by sucking blood? It's always that thing with vampire lore, like, can you know, do people automatically die if you do that, or do you just have to restrain yourself? Excuse me. You know what? Okay, sorry, I'm looking at Reddit to see if there's somebody's asking about consequences for killing enemies. Okay, so apparently, I guess aggressive people or enemies are not an issue. Okay. Alright, well. I wonder, I guess you need some XP.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's pretty hollow now, bud.
No, please, stop! Who are you? What do you want?
Probably not to be chopped in half with a machete. Gonna go out on a limb there. Keep looking for things to pick up. Too used to, been playing too many RPGs lately. Uh-oh.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech!
Ouch.
Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's... That'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Alright, no sunlight. We've established that rule.
The sun.
Certain elements like
Feels like
fire
it's
will
burning
deal
me to the
aggravated
bone.
damage that reduces your maximum health gauge. Aggravated damage, yeah. That was a very aggravated sunburn. Need some aloe for that one.
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
It's a little reticle over here. Okay.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked. Not going that way.
I need to find shelter.
Guessing this is locked too.
I cannot enter.
Keep out. Alright, let's go in.
Is anybody there? What is this place?
That was not a quick time event. We've made progress.
Abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
I'll just say keep out on the door. Ew. Hello. Oof. You know, Realtor, I think I'll take a look at the next house you've got lined up. This, you know, the interior decor is just not doing it
This
for me.
one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Go watch.
Beautiful it is. We fancy it to share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
No one's ever read that joke before.
That's impossible.
Watch. +1. +1 watch. Now, how many watches do you really need?
Brother, what have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Yeah, those were your teeth in her neck. Fire and Sun, new collectible. Mages do not fear the sun or fire. And they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight, but it hurts them good, really good. I have personally chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside, Its eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desiccated corpse remained, which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it. And when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch. What a name. Prewin Leader. Okay, so we got a collectible about weaknesses of vampires. Good to know if you're a vampire. So our inventory, our character. Looks like map. Yep, no active quests. Citizen menu. So apparently each of these citizens in the different areas has their own background and activities, and I guess the more and more you learn about them, maybe their blood quality goes up, and I think also the viability or like the health of the region changes over time based on what you do and what happens in the game. Alright, no current investigations. Let's check the stairs. Somebody was telling me about how in like the 1800s in England, I guess there was such a demand for corpses or cadavers to study for science that you could earn a lot of money, and people were tempted to and would dig up literal grave robbing where they steal the body and not the valuables. And I guess if they, if you got caught with a plain old body with no goods on it or anything, you would get, a lesser sentence for desecrating a corpse. But if it had valuables or belongings, I guess you would get a much harsher sentence for grave robbing. So people would literally strip the corpses and then sell them to make money. Alright, maybe we should go.
I can almost feel the sun's rays,
no sunlight.
like a physical weight pressing against the wood.
Okay, sorry for the detour. Physical weight pressing against the wood. Hope we've got good insulation. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
12 dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the sun to my warrior's soul. A child born from darkness must take scent of his.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
5 shillings. Nope, +1 watch. No, not syringe. Oof.
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing. No, it never got easy.
Used revolver. A reliable service pistol used by British troops as their standard sidearm. This, I think, or I said right after World War One. Bloody diary. Ooh. It's like a bullet journal. Okay. 15th October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Don't worry. And the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground with some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work. Becky needs medicine. Talked to the men. They told me they're digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? Oh boy, this is it. No close to home. They had no work for me. She slept a little. Foundery's been closed. There are no more jobs. Went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. Took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. She seemed better. Made a soup. Found no drugs. Only syringes. And sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money. It's her per meal. She's so frail it makes me cry. She says she hears voices. Says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging. I heard shouts as if they were attacked. Boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. Oof. Why is she torturing me so? She attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. Could not sleep at all. She spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help. I pray God will end it. I pray God it will end soon. I was so hungry I tried to go downstairs. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. Pointed the gun at her short face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky is dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Its eyes are super glassy.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
There's a corpse, like, 10 feet away.
So be it.
Is this terrible screaming noise going to continue if I don't pull the trigger? Do I have to pull the trigger? I can't take much more of the screeching in the background. Okay. Seems like there's no way out of this. I mean, that's not going to kill him, right? From here to eternity. I earned a trophy. Off to a great start there, Whoops, the game is being installed in the background. Oh dear. Well, that's interesting. It didn't tell me it was installing before I started the stream. Okay. Well, I guess that's it for Vampyr right now. I will reboot with a different game and be back shortly. Thanks for joining me for this prologue here, and I'll be back in a few minutes.